Here we go, folks. Box 20 of 35 in the replica helmets. We have a 5-box break. 3 headliners left, including Deion Sanders, Trevon Diggs, Tiki Barber. What do we have in box 20? Dennis Salas starting the 5-box break with a dub, Dylan. Dennis is taking home the AFC North hit. That's going to be a beautiful flash helmet. Steelers Hall of Fame center, Dermontti Dawson, one of the best autographs in the business. Congratulations, Dennis Salas, on Dermontti Dawson. Such a clean auto. Hall of Fame 12 inscription is number 63 on there. Nicely done, Dennis, on Dermontti Dawson. So Dermontti for Dennis. It just like, it flows well. It just has a good ring to it. I'm going to actually hand you these boxes one by one, except for I'm going to keep Deion, because he's going to be a hit of the night contender and video. We're going to do a dual hit with Deion and Bradshaw, I think, tonight. We'll see what we pull in the authentics, though. We could beat those potentially. So Dermontti Dawson. So that was 20 we just did. I'll get it off the ticker. Let's do 25 next, Dylan. I'll hand you box 20. You hand me 25. We'll see who comes out. Actually, technically, we should have 3 headliners in the last 4 boxes here. So we should have potentially 3 headliners in a row here. Or 3 out of 4. The sticker just flew. I will bring it afterwards. But here's this box, Dylan. Remind me on that sticker. It's on the ground here somewhere. All righty. 25 of 35 next. Is this going to be Deion Sanders? Could it be Trevon Diggs? Got to make sure they're in there. They could have escaped. You never know. They could escape the boxes. Those guys are super fast, you know. Well, I can tell you one guy who definitely did not escape the box. We got ourselves one of the all-time great defensive players. One of the best nicknames in sports history. It's prime time. Deion Sanders, flash replica, Colin Pelletier. That is awesome right there. Nicely done with the prime time. How about it, Colin? Rock solid hit. Deion Sanders, by the way, played in the World Series. He won the Super Bowl. One of the best dual sport athletes of all time. He actually had the most return touchdowns when he retired. That is punt return, kick return, interception return touchdowns added up. My boy Devin Hester passed him up by 1 more. Deion Sanders, by the way, 2-time Super Bowl champ, NFL Defensive Player of the Year in 1994, 6-time first-team All-Pro, 8-time Pro Bowler, NFL 1990s All-Decade Team, Pro Football Hall of Famer, College Football Hall of Famer, top 5 defensive player of all time in my book. Congratulations, Colin. Let's go, says Colin. That's cool. That is very, very cool. Colin Pelletier.
Box break.
A fun break.
It's a really fun break.
It's a very fun break. We got 3 more to go. 2 of the last 3 should be headliners, Dylan. Should be headliners. And actually, I'll hand you the box, but put the helmet next to you here, because this is going to be a hit of the show material, no question.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
So let's see what the next box is here. We've got 25 coming up.
Oh, we already did 25.
Oh, sorry, 30 coming up. We just did 25. 30 coming up. What can we have in 30? 30 of 35? Show me something good. Show me some good. Adam Cantwell's got the AFC West. It's one of those defensive back breaks. Deron Cherry, one of the best defensive backs of all time. Chief legend, number 20. That is the Lunar replica AFC West, Adam Cantwell. Congrats, Adam, on Deron Cherry. Not a bad hit. Really cool Lunar helmet. I do like the Chief Lunars. I know I'm a Chief fan, but the Chief Lunars are, in my opinion, quite clean. Not that many guys are named after a fruit. I know it's his last name, but Deron Cherry, that's cool. 6-time Pro Bowler, by the way, 50 career picks. Congratulations, Adam. Anthony, the stream did cut off at one point.
Yeah.
So the stream simply cut off. Must be the weather. Must be the weather. Eli Apple, says Bob. Good point. Good point, Bob. The stream simply cut off. We are back, though. Once in a while, the connection drops. Every once in a while, unfortunately, that happens. PSA certified on the Cherry. So, Dylan, we've got boxes 30 and 35, or 34 and 35 next, right? And that's the rest of the series. We should end with 2 headliners. Should be Edward Tabanera's moment to shine. As if he hasn't shined enough, Edward. Go easy on these guys, Edward. He's already got Jerry Rice tonight. He's got Terry Bradshaw, I believe. Now he's going to get himself Tiki Barber and Trevon Diggs. Boxes 34 and 35 here. 34 first. What could we have in here? It should be one of those two. Trevon Diggs or Tiki Barber. The cert flew out. Well, you had a 50% chance to be right. It is, in fact, Tiki Barber, number 21 with the Giants, NFC East. That is Edward Tabanera taking home the beautiful Tiki Barber flash replica helmet. This man almost had 2,000 yards. More than 1,800 one of his seasons. More than 10,000 rush yards in his career. An absolute beast. Think about that. 10,449 yards. And he only played like 10 seasons. So could have got some more yards had he kept on playing. Retired early, retired young. A fantastic career for sure for Mr. Tiki Barber. Barber for McLaurin, Edward as Vinny. That's not a bad trade. I'd say that's a pretty even trade. I only like the Tiki better because the helmet is cooler. The Tiki Flash is cooler for me than the Terry Flash.
Tiki Barber was like one of those underrated guys for the Giants. He had like a whole documentary on him. I remember watching that.
He was so good.
Wow.
Vinny's got 3 McLaurins, no Barbers. Definitely a good trade for Vinny.
That's definitely a really good trade.
If he's got 3 of them, right?
Oh my God.
He just Terry McLaurin just is attracted to Vinny Batani in the break room. Oh my gosh, some of these stickers are falling all over the place. Let's make sure we get all the stickers right when we're done, Dylan.
Okay.
Edward taking home Tiki. I'll hand you the Tiki box. And we should have Trevon Diggs in the last one, I think. Could be Edward. Edward's saying I'll take that trade. Okay, so could we make note of that on the winner's sheet? Just swap Edward and Vinny on the winner's sheet, and we'll swap the stickers after the show, Dylan.
Swap.
They're going to trade Tiki Barber for Terry McLaurin.
Okay.
So I'm going to write this out now. Vinny and Edward, Tiki Barber for Terry McLaurin. We'll make sure we get that right after the show. But you can just swap their names in the winner's sheet. I'll make sure the stickers are right. All right, last box in the 5-box break. Is this going to be Trevon Diggs? It should be Trevon Diggs.
Should be.
We haven't pulled him in the break room in this series yet. It is, in fact, Trevon Diggs. Led the league in interceptions last season. 11 of them. Pro Bowler, first team All-Pro. Having a great season this year as well. But here's the surprise. It's a Flash replica helmet. That is so cool. Trevon Diggs, Edward Tabanera. Beautiful Flash helmet, Edward. Congratulations on the Trevon Diggs. My goodness, man. That is an incredible break. 3 headliners coming out. 2 of them for Edward. And we have Deion Sanders for Colin. What do you guys think? Would you rather have Trevon Diggs and Tiki Barber? or just Deion Sanders? Or should I ask Trevon Diggs and Terry McLaurin maybe after that trade? I'd still rather have Deion Sanders.
Yeah, I'd still really have. It's a bit of a tough one.
It's
But
Deion. I would take the Deion personally. But Edwards in a good spot as well. Edward in a good spot as well. Nice, says Edmund. I mean, that's a cool break. That is a 5-box break. Dermonte Dawson, Deron Cherry, but then 3 headliners. Deion Sanders, flash replica. Tiki Barber, flash replica. Trevon Diggs, flash replica. That was really cool. Really cool break. Edward and Colin are the 2 big winners. No question in that break. Absolutely no question on that one. Nicely done, guys. Thank you very much for filling up that break. Love that one.